Alright guys, well, welcome back. We are going to see if we can get those tanks done. What I got painted looks really good. It dried nice. I think the second coat was a good deal. You've seen that in the last video. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this looks. So, what we're gonna try to do, we're gonna try to get the tank set on it. I got the loader warming up now. I think this is gonna be one of the last warm days. And when I say warm, you know, up in the 30s. For basically the next week. Yeah, we're gonna be cold here for about a week. So it'd be really nice to have those on. So I'm working in here on this instead of trying to put them on in the cold. That's my thinking, but still not entirely sure. I might still have to build something for the loader to get it to lift them, but we're gonna go try one idea, wrapping some straps around them and seeing if I can just put the bucket and tilt them up. I don't know, it's kind of gonna be a risk, but we're gonna try. So let's go try that. Alright, I think I've come up with an idea. We'll see. So my idea, we're gonna use the forklift to come around and lift up on the end. We're gonna lift this end up more up this way. Then I'll take the loader come over with the bucket, and hopefully by doing that, because last time the bucket couldn't tip enough, now my hope is that the bucket will be able to fit it better and I'll be able to strap it to it in that way and put it over on that. That's my theory. So let's see what we can do. Well, seemed to work. A little nerve-wracking, mostly because I put the strap in the wrong spot, but it stayed up and it worked. So there's one tank on. Maybe wasn't the most conventional, but it worked. Maybe we should push it over. I'm gonna have to move it around a little bit anyways to get the anchors on it, but hey, it's on. That makes me happy. Just gotta do one more. One more, we can do it. All right guys, we got the second one on. No, I didn't film any of that one. It was all basically the same as the first one, although it did go better than the first one, mainly because I learned where not to hook the straps. But there it is. Both tanks are on, and I didn't break either one of them, as far as I can tell. So I think that's good. Honestly thought I was close on this one because I had it set down, and then I heard something. But turns out it was the board and not the tank. So even better. They're a little dirty, but so hey, I'm pretty happy about that. I'm very happy about that. So let's get them jacking back up. We'll get it hooked up, put back in the building for the night. And then tomorrow, I think I'm gonna go get some fittings. See if we can't get it put back together. All right, guys, we're back. And we got some goodies. We have all our fittings and new hose and even special valve opener deals. I'm actually kind of glad that they had those, because the time for me to go find and make them, it was cheaper just to buy those ones. So we are ready to get these all plumbed in. Little scratch, but they're still here. They're not broken, which is even better. But get them all finished tying down, plumbed in. I do have a spare engine and pump that I'm going to mount on this one. I'm gonna mount it here. Before, we just normally use the pump off of the fertilizer trailer, or we use the pump off of the sprayer. Normally it was a fertilizer trailer, and that works fine. But we have found the ones that have a pump on them, it's just so much easier to be able to pull fertilizer from these tanks using its pump than trying to use a trailer pump. So that's one of the reasons we're going to do that. It's going to be set up a little bit better for us all the way around. Really happy. But yeah, let's get these all put together, and kick it out so we can finish with the combine. Get the combine done and kick it out, and then I'll bring something else in. That's kind of how it works in the wintertime. But all right, let's get some plumbing done. All right, well, I got all the hoses cut, so I'm getting ready to put them on. I thought I had soap, but apparently I don't. I don't know what happened to that. I just had a new one, but I don't know where it went. So here for real quick, we're gonna see if I can heat it up and try to get at least one. If it doesn't work, then we'll call it on it, and I'll get soap and go from there. So let's see what we can do. Let's find a good spot to set you guys so you can see it all or see none of it. Okay. Now, one thing you need to make sure to do, put on your clamps before you put the hose on, because yeah. No fun to have to try to take the hose back off because you can put the clamps on. Good thing is though, these clamps can go on over it afterwards, but it's easier to do it while they're on. Maybe not. Yeah, I think most of it's just not hot enough. Well, I don't know, that's pretty warm. But I bet if I put soap and alright, well that one went on. I do think if I had soap it would go easier though. You can get that clamp on. Alright, well all we need to do now is go find some soap and we'll be good to go. So let's go find some soap. Alright, we got soap. Maybe with a little soap and heating it up, it'll go real well. That's my theory. But let's finish getting these hoses on so I can do more fun stuff like getting the engine mounted and whatnot. Yeah, more than anything, let's just see if we can get this out of here. Okay, let's see. Next problem is can't seem to bend it to do what I want it to do, which is not what I was anticipating to have a problem with. But I suppose I should have anticipated that. Well, that's nice. All right. That's all good and closed. Even better. All right. Turns out, heating it up and soap makes it go a whole lot easier. All right, so I think we got things figured out finally. After a little bit of work. I have a plug to go over on this side. This can go here, so the hose, because the hose most of the time is going to be sitting over here, hanging up. When it's not, well, it'll still be in access. On top of that, it'll have enough of an angle, shouldn't be able to hit the muffler. You can do that. Then my next plan is, I have an elbow over here that can hook into this nail fitting, and then, well, maybe did at the store. It's odd. Anyways, it's supposed to hook into that. There we go. And I'll either put it here or up there. Probably gonna go here because it's gonna be a little bit easier. We point it. Anyway, then this here I'll put into it and connect it onto it. That way, at the end of the season, for winter or something, if I put any water in it, I can just unhook this and I'll be able to drain all that hose out easily. There won't be any catching point here. I'll also be able to drain it from this point. Most of this would drain anyways, but this is a little bit, this could be a spot where the hose would want to droop and freeze. And this way, if a guy ever wanted to take that off and hook something else into this, you could. If you ever wanted to, I don't know. But that's the plan. But I got ahead of myself. I gotta take this, unbolt this back off, and then and I'll take the bracket off, but I think the bolts are pretty well rusted. It's gonna stay. So we'll just take these bolts off, pull this up, put the elbow on it, and set it back down. That's the plan. Alright guys, well there it is. We got it finished. Boy howdy, that's a good feeling. Everything works, no worries guys. The engine, it does run, I did check. In case anybody was wondering, it does run. But boy, that's a good feeling to have that done. It looks good. Hopefully there's no leaks when we go to try it out. When it starts to warm up, we'll put some water in it probably, test it, make sure everything does work properly like it's supposed to, but it should. It looks good. We even got these installed. Boy, that's kind of nice. Both of them, both sides have them. Both of them work real nice. That'll be a lot easier, because you know, when this sets down on the ground, you really have to crawl to get to it. And sometimes the fertilizer does sleep out a little bit. It's no fun to crawl through that either, but hopefully we don't have any of those problems. But with that, guys, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for coming along, and we'll catch you later. See ya.